2 weeks after we got married, we were at a wedding. I found out that he has had another child while we were together.
Mr. Foster, Mr. Foster, I'm gonna get to you.
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toller on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. Candace and Terrence's love story began almost 2 decades ago when they enjoyed spending weekends away, holding hands and whispering endearments in one another's ears. But now, Candace says this love story has lost its luster.
We both worked at a grocery store. He turned around and was telling all the females at the grocery store that we were sisters and brothers.
Your Honor, she cheated also.
When did she cheat on you?
Oh, how many times?
Could this be the final chapter for this once-loving marriage? Find out today on Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Candace Foster and Terrence Foster. Mr. and Mrs. Foster, you have been married for 14 years. You have 3 children together, yes, and you're here today, hopefully not to get a divorce, and you want to know if this marriage can be saved. If, however, we cannot do that, we are going to take care of some financial business that you have run into as a function of the fact that you are going to divorce. So before we get to that, I'm going to start out with Mrs. Foster. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here today in divorce court?
Well, Your Honor, we're here today because my husband is a cheater.
Yeah, you too.
And I say that because 2 weeks after we got married, we were at a wedding. I found out that he has had another child while we were together.
Her too.
Now, Mr. Foster, Mr. Foster, I'm gonna get to you. All right.
Now, Your Honor, now this right here is what took the cake for me. We both worked at a grocery store. Okay. He turned around and was telling all the females at the grocery store that we were sisters and brothers. Okay?
Now, Mr. Foster, did you have a baby with another woman while you were with her and then tell another woman that she was, in fact, your sister?
What had happened was that... Yes, I did, Your Honor. I did. And as far as the job situation, I didn't think that they could hire husband and wife. So I lied and said
that
she was my sister.
Brother and sister.
Yeah. But she got the job. Didn't you get the job?
I got the job because I was qualified for the job.
No, she cheated.
Now, Mr. Foster, let's just cut to the quick.
All right, Your Honor.
We know we at least have one outside baby, as they used to say.
Yes, we do.
How often have you cheated on her in the course of your 17-year relationship?
Your Honor, honestly, 5 times.
5 times?
Yes.
5 times.
No.
Yes,
now,
5
that's
times.
5 times you say you've done it.
But, Your Honor, she cheated also.
When did she cheat on you?
Oh, my. How many times?
Now, I could count on one hand. You might have to use a couple of toes or something, but I can count on one hand.
Have you cheated on him?
I admit I was wrong. But when I cheated on him, Your Honor, it was after being faithful to him for...
Hang on.
It was after being faithful to him for 10 years.
For 10 years.
Braided somebody's hair?
Hang on. Within those 10 years that you were faithful to him, was he faithful to you?
No, he was not.
And did you learn of his unfaithfulness during the course of those 10 years?
Yes.
Was it a retaliatory cheat?
Yes, it was, Your Honor. It was 3 times.
3 times?
3 times. And all 3 times, I went to him and
You confessed?
let him know what was going on.
It was more than 3 times, I think.
It was more than 3 times, you think?
I mean, I can't prove it.
Right.
But deep down in heart, I think it was more than 3 times.
But, Your Honor, he also has an addiction to porn.
Okay.
And, you know...
So just a whole lot of sex going on where y'all are. Just...
No, Your Honor, no.
All day, no. Tell me, now you say does he like porn or is he addicted to it?
Addicted,
Two separate
Your
things.
Honor.
No, I'm not.
Tell me, give me the frequency. Tell me what would make me believe
one
that.
incident is we went to the adult store, the bookstore. We went together. He's trying to get me to go in the back. To go and, you know, when you put the quarter or whatever you see, you know, all that. He want me to go in the back.
Watch a real live woman.
Yeah, like where I've never been in the back. So I was to the point like I'm not going back there. So he was sitting there, he wanted to spice up the marriage, you know. And I told him, this how you gonna spice up the marriage? This is not something that I want to do. So
there's problems in the intimacy department.
Okay.
I've gained a lot of weight, a lot. When I met her, I was slim cut, I was tanked, I was a man.
Right.
You know, 135, now I'm 235.
Right.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because of her. She don't want no skinny man, so she feeds you. She feeds you. So then when you gain the weight, and it's time for, I used to get it like 4 or 5 times a day. I mean, it was good. Now, I get it like twice a month.
Wait a minute. Did you fatten him up and then not like the product that you got?
Tell the truth now.
Hang
Tell
on.
the truth.
I cook. You know, we have 5 children. I cook. We have a big family. I cook. So that's what. If he eat, I'm not forcing it down his throat.
Yeah, you're a grown man. You can always just push away.
Your Honor, I can now. Your Honor, okay. If she says, okay, babe, I'm hungry, 2 o'clock in the morning. Can you fix me some grits, eggs, and toast? And I'm like, babe, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, that's what I want. I get out of bed and I make it. Now listen.
Does he really?
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? He'll be up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm still stuck on this porn thing because sometimes I get woken up with the porn. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch porn. So, being that you got me up, fix breakfast.
When Divorce Court continues, what will Candace say when Terrence outs her unusual habit?
She's an ice head. She will come home from work, go in the freezer, gets a big jumbo bag of ice, and she bangs on the ice, bangs on it, bangs on it, and bangs on it until it's a certain piece.
Is your spouse ready to walk out the door, but you want to try and save your marriage? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Candace Foster, who says her husband's porn addiction is ruining their marriage. But does she have bad habits too?
You have a problem with the fixation she has. What is it?
She is an ice head. You know how you got crackheads and people that? She's an ice head. She will come home from work before she takes her coat off and everything. Go in the freezer, gets a big jumbo bag of ice. She has her little special can opener nobody can use, just her. And she bangs on the ice, bangs on it, bangs on it, and bangs on it until it's a certain piece.
Size,
Yes.
Are you addicted to ice?
But you know what? I'm addicted to ice because that's what calms me. You know what I'm saying? I
don't think that's an addiction. I think people eat ice.
Yeah,
that's what calms me down. That's what stops me from going crazy sometimes. I love it. I love ice. I'll eat a bag a day if I have to.
I get it. You know, I see a lot of women come in here and do what I now term as cathartic spending. It's, I deserve this. I'm doing all of this other stuff. He's spending all of this other money. So I need just one little thing, so I'll spend anything to get it. And it's a bad thing to do because you don't have the money for it, but I understand the reason that you do it because, dag, I don't have anything else. All I want is some ice, so I'm gonna go get some ice. I understand the cathartic spend. I get that.
Yes.
I get that. You know, tell me about your son.
He's 23. He's been in my life since he was 5. I raised him practically like he was mine. Now he's get to the point, now he's 23. He sits on the couch, plays his games. He won't receive nothing from me. But as soon as mommy says, get up and get it popping, he's up. Me, no, like in a minute. And I don't show him
Is he working? Is he in school?
Nothing, Your Honor. Nothing. And I feel like Candace and I is smothering him. Get some responsibilities.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I got it. Ms. Foster, what is your response to that?
My response to that is like, he does what my husband don't do. When I ask him to go get a job, he'd rather send my 23-year-old around town to pick up applications,
Than to
bring
go
them
south.
back
That's
to
a lie.
him.
That's a
He
lie,
fills them out, and then my
That's a lie.
23-year-old
That's a
takes
lie.
them back.
That's a lie.
Okay? He does those, you know, these different things. He's a help with the little ones. He's a help to me.
Ms. Foster, I'm going to ask you this. Are you sacrificing his future for your current ease? And I ask you that for this. No. He does, you said 2 things to me. He does what his father doesn't do, and he's a help to me. Aren't you hindering him by allowing him to not work, not go to school, not make it on his own, because it's easier for you?
No.
Because he's filling his shoes?
No.
If you guys went away tomorrow and he had to make it on his own, would he be capable?
He wouldn't. And
Isn't that your job, to make him capable?
And Your Honor, I think that for me to have to deal with a husband that wants to get a job when he wants to provide when he wants to, I think I did a good job with my son. He
Mr.
graduated
Foster,
high school.
it's your fault, too.
How's it my fault?
Because she's not using him. And I don't want to say that, because I know you're a good mother. I'm not saying that you're not a good mother.
She is.
But you're not working, you're not helping, and she's getting him to fill in the gaps. And as he fills in the gaps, he's not learning to be on his own. And that's your fault, because you don't hold down the house in a way that allows your wife to push him out of yours. That's what I'm saying.
I'll take that. You're right.
When divorce court continues, will Terrence's heartfelt plea be enough to make Candace reconsider?
I love you. Sorry that I had to come down to this. But this had to take place. And you will always be the apple of my eye.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Terrence Foster, who wants to save his 14-year marriage. But does Candace feel the same way?
You just go out there and act like you don't care what I try and do for us. And that's all I want, is for you to give me the respect and for you to be loyal to me, just so I can trust you.
What was the final straw, Mrs. Foster?
Can I just say this to him?
Yes, you can.
I'm to the point like this, you know what I'm saying? You don't understand how hard it is to be strong for everybody. I constantly work because I want something better for us. I want something better for our family. You know what I'm saying? All I want you to do is respect me and be loyal to me. Because I can't keep continuously being loyal to you and being honest with you with everything that goes on with me, and then you just go out there and act like you don't care what I try and do for us. And that's all I want, is for you to give me the respect and for you to be just loyal to me, just to, you know what I'm saying, so I can trust you. And that's where I fail, you know, with the mouth and yelling and whatever, you know what I'm saying, eating the ice, because it stops me, it helps me. But yeah, that's all I'm asking you, is to just to be loyal to me, just like I've been loyal to you.
Mr. Foster, did you hear her? Do you have anything to say in response?
Yes, I do. I love you. I'm sorry that I had to come down to this. But this had to take place because I was in denial, Your Honor, over a lot of things. We went to different people for insight, and you know you can't go to people that know both of y'all. And I'm sorry that I didn't do all that I could do. But I thank God, I ain't trying to preach, that He giving us another chance. And you will always be the apple of my eye. And I'm learning. I'm learning to become a man. I'm learning, and I thank you for all the attitudes, and I thank you for the pushing. And sometimes help doesn't always look like it's help, but it is help.
Okay. Mr. Foster, let me say this to you. This woman is telling you what I hear so many women saying. She said, I'm carrying you, my kids, the house, the car note, everything, the cleaning, it's all on my back. And all I've asked you to do is not kick at my center by sleeping with other women. But she's carrying all that on your back, and you're kicking her in her emotional needs every time you go out and sleep with somebody else. Can you see how not only the pressure that caused, she's angry, she's under constant stress, she's under constant pressure. Everybody's looking for her to handle her business, make sure everything is okay, and you can't even come home. You can't even show her enough love not to sleep with somebody else. It's too much. It's too much. And it's no more about trying, it's no more about growing. She doesn't tell the kids, I'm gonna try to get dinner or I'm gonna try to get the mortgage. She just does. And it's now time for you to just do. You know, just do.
When divorce court continues, will Candace take Terrence back?
I'm to the point, you know what I'm saying? I love my husband. He does good things for me. You know what I'm saying?
But don't get weak now.
I know.
Don't get weak.
Divorce court returns with the case of Candace and Terrence Foster, who are considering a divorce after 14 years of marriage and 3 children together.
Do you still want to talk about the money?
Your Honor, I'm to the point, you know what I'm saying? I love my husband. He do good things for me. You know what I'm saying?
But don't get weak now.
I know.
Don't get weak.
It's to the point that I get to the point where as though we have this, and then it's just it's a cycle.
Right. Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? And so I really need him to understand that I need a change with the porn, but most definitely.
We'll talk about the $1,000 you're seeking with respect to this porn.
In the last 2 weeks, he has ordered on my cable $69.24. In a 6-year process, it'll be over $9,000.
Do you know how deeply disrespectful that is? She's going out working every day so you can do whatever in front of a video? And she's got to pay for it?
Yes, sir.
Now she's asking me to award her $1,000. Do I need to do it, or are you going to do the right thing?
I'm gonna man up and do what I gotta do.
You're going to admit that you owe it?
Yes, I admit that I owe it.
And I will put an order in to back it up. He will pay you $1,000. Do the right thing, Mr. Foster. $1,000 in favor of Mrs. Foster. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
The Fosters' marriage has been much better since their appearance in divorce court. Terrence got a job and is contributing to the family, and their 23-year-old son got a job too. Candace really appreciates their efforts. Terrence and she are going to stay together, and though Candace continues to eat her ice, they report they have a better level of communication and have reconnected.